Under a bright pre-dawn sky in Batavia, Illinois, the parking lot at Aldi's U.S. headquarters fills with delivery trailers, while analysts inside track another week of record foot traffic data. The German grocer that once tiptoed into America, with bare-bones stores the size of a tennis court, now plots an expansion curve that will add roughly 800 new locations before the decade flips. Retail watchers say the chain's breakneck growth has less to do with luck than with a checklist of quietly ruthless efficiencies. Tactics that slash overhead, bypass the advertising arms race, and funnel every spare nickel into sticker prices that undercut entrenched rivals by double-digit margins. The average shopper sees tidy aisles of house-label groceries and a quarter-locked cart. Insiders see finely calibrated cost warfare in motion. The first skirmish happens long before customers pull a cart from the corral. Aldi negotiates vendor contracts that forbid brand logos but permit identical recipes. Instead of paying PepsiCo to stamp Lay's on a foil pouch, the chain orders the same potato chip formula in a plain-spoken Clancy's bag and pockets the 25 to 35% marketing surcharge a national brand typically bakes into wholesale price. Dairy follows the same playbook. Fluid milk and Greek yogurt, shipped from the very cooperatives that fill big-name cartons in competing supermarkets, arrive at Aldi in minimalist jugs once destined for European shelves. Chocolate bars? Many share production lines with Swiss and German confectioners whose flagship labels sell for 3 times more at specialty shops. Even the country of origin certificates match. Blind tasting panels validate the approach. In one 2023 consumer research project covering 70 side-by-side comparisons, 78% of respondents could not distinguish between Aldi's private label and name brand equivalents. 23% actually preferred the cheaper option. Brand managers at traditional grocers grind their teeth, but the math is unassailable. Remove television ad budgets, celebrity endorsements, focus grouped packaging, and multi-tier distribution, and the same food costs much less to place on a shelf. Timing. A visit multiplies savings. Corporate logistics drop produce loads on Monday evening or early Tuesday, leaving the freshest peppers and berries in crates when doors click open Tuesday morning. By Wednesday afternoon, perishables approaching sell-by deadlines wear deep red markdown stickers, 30% off at noon, 50 plus by dinner, as team leaders clear space for the next wave. Data scraped from 500 stores shows Wednesday shoppers spending 14% less than Friday patrons, buying identical baskets. Sunday clearance cycles, triggered by impending Monday trucks, replicate the pattern on freezer goods and dairy. Weekends tell a different story. Checkout line wait times triple on Saturday after lunch, climbing from 4 minutes on a Tuesday to 12 as suburban families converge. Saturated aisles tempt impulse buying, erasing any savings from sale racks. Veteran bargain hunters keep a weather eye on radar apps. Rainfall thins crowds by nearly a third, granting quiet access to restocked shelves and a breezy dash through the high-speed scanners. Wine illustrates Aldi's direct sourcing arsenal with particular flair. Instead of funneling bottles through 3 layers of U.S. distribution, the chain buys by the container load at cellars in France's Languedoc, northern Spain, and Australia's Barossa Valley. The $8-11 price tags conceal pedigrees that routinely win medals at the International Wine Challenge and Decanter's Global Awards, beating competitors 5 times costlier. Sparkling Rosé, crowned Best in Show in 2022, arrived on pallets bearing the same lot codes as a prestige brand cuvée, still selling for $46 at metropolitan retailers. Once decanted into Aldi's tailored Grand Mori label, the wine became a Tuesday night indulgence instead of a wedding splurge. Oenophiles who blind tasted the lineup for an industry quarterly rated 9 of 15 bottles exceptional value without glimpsing the supermarket logo. Those liquid trophies share shelf space with the infamous red sticker items. each. Morning assistant managers patrol sell-by dates. Anything with 5 days leeway joins the markdown club. Meats fall first. Ground beef trimmed to 70% off. Chicken thighs halved, followed by bakery brioche and yogurts. Dented cans and scuffed cereal boxes earn an extra 10 to 20% haircut. Shoppers who treat the practice like a treasure shave hundreds from annual grocery outlays, taking home perfectly safe goods destined for landfills elsewhere. By noon, those bargains vanish, snapped up by a core of regulars who know the stockroom cadence better than some new hires. Employee efficiency underpins everything. Starting wages sit about 15% above regional retail norms, but the trade-off is ferocious productivity targets. Cashiers must scan 40 items per minute, replenish bakery trays, and cover customer questions with Swiss Army professionalism. Turnover stabilizes once recruits realize hire pay a company's genuine responsibility instead of shift-filler drudgery. Shoppers feel the difference. Ask for last week's Italian hazelnut chocolate, and an associate can lead you to its precise coordinate on the 12-aisle map. The twice-as-nice guarantee cements confidence. Purchase any private label product, dislike it, and customer service will both refund the price and hand over a replacement. Internal auditing pegs abuse at roughly 2%, low enough that the goodwill outweighs occasional freeloaders. Most returns trace to personal preference, not spoilage, indicating the program functions as risk-free sampling. Shoppers experiment with European import cookies or turmeric-laced kombucha, knowing their wallet is insulated. While front-of-house efficiency dazzles, the back-of-house supply chain extends Aldi's edge. Average store footprint hovers near 16,000 square feet, one-third a conventional supermarket. Fewer aisles mean fewer fixtures, smaller land leases, and lower utility bills. A typical location supports 1,400 core SKUs instead of 40,000, slashing inventory financing. Pallet-to-floor merchandising keeps labor low. Whole cartons slot into angled shelves. Produce displays double as shipping crates. Vendors pick to store-level demand, reducing backstock. Labor, rent, and overhead savings flow into shelf tags that read 25–30% below national competitors, a gap even Walmart struggles to erase, rivals have noticed. Walmart reshuffled its great value packaging to mimic Aldi's uncluttered graphics. Kroger expanded its Simple Truth line at Aldi prices, and Whole Foods, under Amazon's cost compression mandate, introduced 365 brand multi-packs designed to narrow Aldi's advantage on staples like pasta and canned beans. Yet secret audits still show Aldi baskets ring up cheaper on 77% of overlapping items. The phenomenon economists dub the Aldi effect forces grocers within 10 miles of a new store to drop prices 7%, effectively giving even non-Aldi shoppers a discount simply by living nearby. The Isle of Shame offers another behavioral lever, a weekly rotation of non-food specials ranging from cast-iron Dutch ovens to pet sweaters, stand mixers, cordless pressure washers, inflatable paddleboards, and once an entire motorized go-kart. Quantities are intentionally minimal, often a half-dozen units, creating scarcity that propels impulse buys. Retail psychologists call it a treasure hunt trigger. Intermittent reinforcement fuels anticipation, the same dynamic Las Vegas slots exploit. Aldi releases future special buy flyers only online, letting enthusiasts map release dates and queue outside before opening bell. Store managers report lines of 25 shoppers at 8 a.m. for walk-in greenhouses or $190 mattresses that arrived at midnight. Checkout reveals Aldi's newest weapon, self-service lanes with lighter touch weight sensors and machine vision cameras instead of finicky scales. Error prompts plunged 50% in beta tests, slashing average transaction time to just over 2 minutes for a 20-item basket. Where conventional grocery self-checkout evokes airline kiosk frustration, Aldi's version emulates a speed lane. Toll gate. Tuesday morning at 9:15, a shopper can be back in the car before the radio news update ends. As Aldi vaults toward a North American footprint of 2,500 stores, its ripple effects are reshaping the competitive map. Real estate developers courting traffic magnets now court Aldi first, then design adjacent strip centers around the grocer's compact prototype. Municipal chambers applaud property tax infusion and 30 local jobs per site. Traditional chains, war game loyalty program perks, and fuel pump tie-ins to retain clientele. Consumers, meanwhile, stand to benefit whether they adopt the quarter for a cart ritual or merely live near someone who does. Step inside the sliding doors early on a Wednesday. Quarter-primed, reusable bags tucked under arm. Produce stacked chin-high still glistens from pre-dawn misting. Discount meat trays gleam with red labels. The middle aisle teeters with European cookware that will disappear by Friday. Scan your haul at a kiosk that refuses to nag bag items faster than a cashier in a hurry, and watch a total that undercuts last week's megastore run by $20. This is the Aldi machine at work. No jingles, no celebrity chef endorsements, just relentless operational parsimony hiding behind plain cardboard boxes and quietly forcing an industry to change its math, one shrunk margin at a time.